Hello everybody, it's me, and welcome back to the video. Now, yes, I finally did a freaking double upload. I know, it's been days, but yes. Anyway, in this video, I'm going to be covering some abilities in the game that I personally think could be buffed in a certain way. Now, these two, I don't actually have Lazy or Shakedown, but it doesn't matter. Let's start off with Centimoth. Now, we know Centimoth's SA, right? Flutter. The winds generated by her wings protect you from powders and weather damage, right? Now, that is not bad. Problem is, we don't have weather. Maybe, and the powders literally only affect Centimoth in itself. Or maybe Chartiki if it decides to use toxic powder or what the heck, right? But, no. We have Flutter, and it doesn't do anything, right? Now, what if we were to change it into some, I'm just going to throw out some ideas, like, where you were status ailments, kind of like immunized, like you can, or you just gust away status, basically, like, support-based moves, you just blow them away or something, and make it a little more viable, or you just change it to Glide, or you can make it so, like, Flutter, you can, if you KO or hit with a bug-type move, it has a chance to, like raise your speed or something, you know? Do something about this, because Mysterious Toxins is its best ability. Look at its melee defense. Oh my god, it sucks. And my set sucks as well, don't use this. But, yeah, don't, I would not recommend using the secret ability. But honestly, you could change it to Glide, or buff Flutter in some sort of way, or that, or add Weather, and give it an ability, or a move that removes Weather in general. So, if Heavy Duty Boost is ever added or something, you can use like a defensive Centimoth, swap it in on Weather, and completely get rid of it. You know? You could do that. But, alas, that's not the case. It's just some ideas, how to make it a little bit better. And now we're going to get into Igo and Finesse. Now, it's really only good for hitting Tyrex through a scapegoat. That's it. Nothing else. And maybe hitting to clips if you're gonna use, say, Wendelin, but no. Attacked with Great Tact, bypassing hurdles that your opponent may have set up, such as Scapegoat. That's literally it. Nothing else. Now, being able to hit through things is good. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely good. Aeropygo is definitely viable with it. I just don't think it's like super duper duper good. I don't think it's like extremely good. Maybe you could change it to where it could ignore type advantages. Not type advantages, like it could ignore immunities and such. Like if you were to use, like, if it even has a move that it is immune to, which I don't think it does, that's Eclipse, for example. Like it kind of works something like Devious, where, no, it doesn't bypass the ability, it'll bypass the typing advantage. So say if it ever got like an Energy Surge or something, it would be able to bypass Chartiki's typing with it, and it would just be neutral or not very effective, you know? Make this thing more, like, usable. Because Finesse is definitely still good, but I feel like it's only used on Tyrex. I don't see Tyrex very often. Just my opinion. And Hatred. Let's pretend it has Lazy, right? Let me explain. If you were, imagine this. Same set, right? Same everything. Like, same good defenses, basically same everything, maybe do that into that, and maybe change a few things around. But it has Baffle, Talent Trade, and Barter. Think about that. Imagine Talent Trade, Baffle, Barter with Rejuvenate. You could get so much speed control with that. Baffle, Barter, Rejuvenate, and Talent Trade. You could Talent Trade Lazy away. Then you could Baffle to get speed control because you're already going to be really slow. And then you could Barter Heavy Shackles away. And then if you're getting too low, you just click. Like, That's not too bad if you think about it. It's not that bad. But I don't think it's gonna happen, at least for a long time. Give Centimoth barter and talent trade. Give it one of those. Make lazy viable. I think if that happened, then lazy would definitely be usable. It makes Centimoth more unexpected. Shakedown. Now, I don't have too much to say about Shakedown. I think that it's good, but I don't really know what I was going in with this, but like, it just reveals your item, right? It's only used for like Shachi farming, I'd say, and maybe a certain set on a Loomian, but literally only Bellatrix uses it. Maybe the occasional Mocho, but I never ever see it. But you don't see it anywhere, you know? Like, maybe oh my god. Maybe you could change it to where it can reveal their item, right? But then that item is like unusable on that Loomian, I guess, if they reveal their item. So one of my friends suggested like it takes their item away, and that's not really how Shakedown should work. Maybe it could work something like that, like it'll reveal their item has like a 10% chance to take their item. So like you could hold no item, and you could take their item with Shakedown. That would really cripple it and make it so much more usable. Use like a defensive Mocho, and have it's like if this thing ever got barter or something, it even has barter. Let's check actually. I mean, you could do that if that happened. If it did take their item, you could literally barter your item away. You could take their item. You have no item, or you could lure in a slap down. It's up to you, really is. But maybe that's usable on Bellatrix. I don't think so. You'd have to use like a defensive Bezeldu probably. But yeah, maybe you could do that with it. Not 100% sure, but yes. And now we go on to this. Such a bad move or ability, I swear. Like, okay, I've had this suggestion in mind for so long. What if, whenever they use their move on Contact Curse, right? What it does is that the amount of energy that you used to hit that Loomian, it will take away depending on, or it'll take away that much energy. So basically, if you were to use Jungle Jutsu on Pike with Contact Curse, drop of Youth if you wanted to, it would take away 50 energy if you were to hit it or something like that. Like that would make Contact Curse, like I'd say, like quote unquote overpowered, but maybe even do 75%. You know, you could do that too. It just takes away more energy because it takes away like 20 energy, and 20 energy is like nothing. It could be pretty strong. No, honestly, you could get like a robust sluggish Peer Mind, you know, with Contact Curse. Maybe that could be usable, but nah. But yeah, if it was to take into calculation and take away the amount of energy that the move costed that it was hit by, or 20, or no, not 20, like 75 to 50% of the energy, like take the calculation of that would be pretty good. And that also might actually bring me to one more thing I just want to talk about. It's not really an ability. Got it. Boom. A Whippledrift. Now, let me explain. Bequeath, right? Accept your fate and instantly fate, bestowing upon your replacement all your stat changes. This move tends to go last. Okay. It was devastating when this thing got nerfed, but I was thinking, what if the amount of energy that you have, it will take away half of that, and I don't know, like maybe instead of going last and then dying, you could like be like, this Loomian's getting ready to faint or something, and maybe like you could hit it, and then if it got its speed boost up and everything, it gives it to it. I was thinking like, what if it takes into calculation your base energy, right? Like, I think this would get you like, say, that's like 245, whatever. But let's say it took 250 You had 250 with Whippledrift. That would cost 125 energy, right? And with anything else, it would take half of the energy, right? So you'd have to manage it a lot more. I think that would be pretty good. Decent buff for it, but realistically, it's just Magnify and then Airblade, or Airblade Magnify, and then you're good. Maybe lower Whippledrift's energy stat to like kind of low, and give it more either like I'd say health or like melee defense or something like that. I don't know. Not very good at bouncing, but yeah, you could take into calculation the base energy stat and then cost 125. And if you had like get it to like say 300 energy, if you really wanted to, get cost 150. And you could lower its energy stat to say something like a 75 or 85, not even, no, like 75, and give it more health, so it's more, and I think that would make it like Bequeath viable again. I miss using Bequeath. Click this, and then Blade, good. Like, I think that'd be pretty good, or you could just give Centimoth Glide and the game be completely over. Yeah, well, that is kind of some stuff I wanted to talk about. Make some of these abilities a little better. I don't think Arapago Finesse needs it, now that I'm thinking about it a little more. Centimoth needs one. You need one. You definitely need one. You definitely need one. You just need Bequeath to work again. It's basically what I'm saying with Bequeath. Half the energy and calculation. First, lower Whippledrift's energy stat by a little bit. Anyway, thank you all for watching me complain about abilities because battling doesn't seem interesting at the moment. Anyway, thank you guys for watching.